All right. Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. We are here to talk about a very important issue and to get to light something that hasn't been known until now. You may have heard about an escape attempt that happened at Fairborn Prison this August, but we want to make sure that the public knows why that happened, and then about the man who did that as a protest against American injustice. His name is Michael Henderson. He's a Christian. He's a world traveler. He's a martial artist, and he also was wrongfully convicted of attempted murder. He did a foolish thing. He did an armed robbery. He shouldn't have done that. But he never tried to kill anyone. He never fired his gun, and he never attempted to do so. And he was given 3 times as much time as he would have if he would have been convicted of what he actually did. After that, he actually escaped from Hennepin County Government Center, and that made the news then. And he was found and sent to prison. And then this August, after learning that the DOC was going to deny him both work release, which is an early release program, and deny everyone in the DOC access to this new good time law, he attempted to escape again from Fairborn Prison and got all the way out to the razor wire before being caught. So we just wanted to let people know that. We also want to let people know that if they want to speak to Michael directly, you can share your phone numbers with him and he can call you, or you can set up a media contact. He would like to talk with you. We also sent out with the press release audio that he recorded. And I also just wanted to quick show a picture of him that was given by his family. So you can see this young man in Japan at the top, and in graduation on that second photo there. Yeah, I'll pass it over to his father, Melvin, if he has anything he wants to say. And then his answer also here if they want to say something after that.
Well, good morning. My name is Melvin Henderson. I am the father of Michael Henderson. What I like to say, in addition to, of course, being the concerned parent that I am, loving my son, and just wanting him to do better and go further than me, which is why I brought them with me to where I live now, which is in Minnesota. Because I found Minnesota to be one of those places, a better place to, one of the better places to live and opportunities. And my son took advantage of those opportunities until that one little snag, being convicted of armed robbery. Now, as as David was saying, the robbery itself, time was served. But then as he approached his early release or his release, I believe it's the MRRA denied him because of the alleged attempted murder. And in my opinion, when people see or hear or read attempted murder, they're not going to hear that word attempted or see that word attempted. They're going to see murder, and my son is not a murderer. Let's just make that clear. Michael, in terms of that, he was wrongfully sentenced in terms of the attempted murder part. So with that being said, I think it's an injustice to Michael and other young people, young men in his position that he was denied of, I think David said, good time. Even though it was passed in law, even though it was put in place, and I think it's just an unfair justice to Michael again, and with other people who is in his position. I believe that Michael, he came up with his dad and everything, and it's only fair to allow the young man to live out his life and his dreams. again, Minnesota has allowed me to do the same, I'm established or what have you. And I wanted my sons, to be as established. And unfortunately, this happened. And I just think I'm just kind of stammering over my words because I'm thinking too fast. But my son Michael, he's not what the media, the jail people say he is. Unfortunately, there's just no real care there. So that's why we're here, to try to stand in protest with him, or to support his endeavor to get out, and for the justice system to come to their word and giving him the time served, so to speak. Michael was denied access to work release and the good time law. The Minnesota Rehabilitation and Reinvestment Act of MR, or initials is MRRA. I just think that when you do something like put things in law, that you should come to your word about what you say you would do. And again, him trying to escape, which was an unwise decision. It was, it was a protest. It was a protest because he was denied of that MRRA and even work release. So I'm just kind of, I'm gonna be done for now until I come up with some other, statements or whatnot. I'd say let my son get out here, rejoin society, as he has already paid his dues, and not hold that attempted murder against him just to keep him in there. He has a right to live a free life, a good life, just like anyone else or the rest of us. Okay, that's what I have to say for now.
Thank you, Mr. Melvin. Again, information getting out there that had never been out there till now. Michael Henderson tried to escape Faribault Prison as a protest against wrongful incarceration, both getting a wrongful sentence, attempted murder instead of armed robbery, and being denied both work release and the MRA, which is being done to hundreds of other people in Minnesota prisons right now. Ms. Nicole or Ms. Beverly, do you have anything you wanted to add, or should we see if there's any questions?
Nicole, you could go ahead if you got something.
You can go.
Oh, well, I just would like to say Michael is a very ambitious young man. He sees the world in a different light, and I encouraged him when he was a young, as a teenager, I encouraged him to go and study abroad, and he did. He went to Japan, Africa, Australia, several countries, learned different languages. And then the tsunami happened, and it brought him back to America, the streets of America. But then at that point, he went ahead to try and he went ahead to go for the American Ninja Show, and he was selected. And trying to not worry the family, he tried to make his own way and made a bad decision, a bad choice to pay for his own way. And that's where things start spiraling down and out of control. So with that being said, because I'm not in the legal world or the justice system, I'm in the nursing world. I understand nursing terminology. So I just kind of learned something new today, and I can understand Michael more, and that is he did do an attempted robbery, but he did not attempt to murder anyone. That was not proven.
Hey, Dax, you got me?
Huh?
Hey, Nate, do you have a question in a second? Can we?
Someone popped in. He's trying to get them. Nate.
Yeah, finish your statement, Ms. Beverly. We'll see if there's a question.
All right, we're in commercial break right now. He is going to pitch to a soundbite, come to you in about 3 minutes.
Nate, I'm going to mute Nate right now. Go for it, Ms. Beverly.
Okay. So I was just simply saying living in the nursing world, I don't understand the legal terms, but I learned this just now that he was charged with attempted murder, which he did not try to attempt to murder anyone, and they could not prove that. His charges should have been the armed robbery. And Michael has served his time. Michael has a lot of intelligence, and he has a lot of knowledge that he served his time. So I feel that he should be given the opportunity. I'm just overwhelmed with our justice system, you know, of all kind, all races, everybody, the human race, you know. Once you serve your time and all these legal loopholes to yet hold you as a prisoner when you serve your time, and I think he should have the opportunity to finish living out his dreams. And that's what I'm here standing in with my nephew in protest. I don't think some of the decisions, you know, people make decisions at the wrong, you know, with emotions, you know, and so some of the decisions, and that's his form of way to get attention that could possibly give the justice system another chance to hold him more and hold him back. But at that time, when you're not thinking, you're like, this is wrong. How can I bring attention to myself? This is wrong and not the right way. But then I'm hoping and I'm praying that this doesn't fall on deaf ears.
Thank you so much, Ms. Beverly. And I also know that Michael is calling on Kim Kardashian to look into his case and wishes to wish her a happy birthday this Saturday.
Oh, yeah. Happy birthday, Kim.
Happy birthday,
Michael, my son, Michael, happy birthday. Shout out to Kim Kardashian. Thank you for investing and coming up with the ideal that to help the inmates across America. We certainly appreciate you. And again, happy birthday. Enjoy your wonderful, your magnificent, amazing day of birth.
And so, yeah, so we're hoping we can get that happy birthday to her. He's wrote a birthday card that we will also be putting up on social media. Now I guess, Miss Nicole, do you have anything you want to say? No pressure if you don't, but if you do, you're welcome to now. And then we'll see if there's any questions from the media here.
I don't really have a whole lot to say other than what he was sentenced to in court in his day of sentencing. If he's done his time and he's been absolute exceptional inmate, then they should release him. You shouldn't come after the fact and try to restrain him and hold him for something that you didn't originally charge him with. Michael is very, how do you say, knowledgeable of other races and countries and languages. Those things interest him. He lights up when he gets to travel and pursue his education and so on and so forth. And this is just a stumbling block. I do believe that, you know, then will be given and he will see his day of freedom. But as of right now, the justice system does need to look at some things, and they need to overhaul a lot of things that's going on, not just with my nephew, with a lot of people. And to me, it just all comes down to, we keep these people here so we can make money off of them. Some of these inmates never leave the system until they pass on. When they pass on, then they can't collect any more funds for them. So to me, that's what it is. At the end of the day, it's a head count and it's a dollar amount on his head. So I pray that he gets the justice that he deserves and he be released so he can, you know, reacclimate with the community and move on with his life.
Thank you so much, Mr. Cole. And yeah, we want Michael home. We want him home on good time or work release. We want the thousands of other people in Minnesota who deserve that. And just like you're saying, we want to end to this injustice system that we have in America right now. We want changes and we need changes. Again, never before information about why and who attempted to escape from Faribault Prison this August. News media, is there anyone who would like to ask a question? It sounds like some of you are just recording webcam here, but if there's anyone who would have a question now, this would be the time to ask it before we get out of here. So seeing no questions, I guess, Mr. Melvin or Miss Beverly or Nicole, any last words that you would like to say before we get out of here?
We're just hoping and praying that the justice system really serves justice.
I agree.
You know,
I agree to what my sisters are saying. And as hurtful that as this is for me, with the the emotions, I tend to, you know, they just overwhelm me. And this happened to my child. And when I had other, not necessarily plans, but other hopes and dreams for, you know, your children. And then this happens. And but thankful enough, I'm not one to give up, throw in the towel, throw up your hands or whatever, make you want to holler or whatever. I did holler, but at the same time, you know what? My son again is very intelligent, knows Japanese fluently. He fell in love with the culture. Even after going over there, he fell in love with it. And he just was trying to get back. Unfortunately, he was impatient to do so and made the vile mistake and was caught. Thankful enough, there was no incidents in his catching, but he just want to get out here and just want to live his life. He realize he made a mistake, as we all have, and as we all do, and as we all will do. Nobody is like, nobody's above the law. Nobody is perfect in this world. I appreciate having the support of my family. This is not all of them, and some of the rest of them are just supporting in the background. Excuse me. My son Michael deserves to live his dreams and his life out just like anyone else. He's done nothing no more dangerous than anybody else. Again, the whole attempted thing, people not going to see that. They're going to see murder. And my son is not a murderer. We have more murderers that with the tongue talking about people than we do that's locked up. I mean, that's really neither here nor there, but it just kind of coincides with what I'm trying to, you know, explain. But my son, Michael, it's just so many descriptions that I can't say it all in the whole Zoom meeting. You have to meet him in person. Bubbly personality, great sense of humor, very talented, flip off of walls, trees, the parkour, you know. I'm like, dang, I wish I could do that kind of stuff. You know, I'm older gentleman now, and if I tried, oh no, I won't get back up. But with that being said, I wish that this does fall on ears, a listening ear. Whoever should hear it, see it, pick it up, and just understand where we're trying to come, where we're coming from. So I'm going to end it right there because, you know, I'm just kind of babbling.
you are.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Melvin. You make us want to see your son in the free world. Thank you, Miss Beverly and Miss Nicole, for being here.
Thank you, Mr. David.
Thank
We
you,
really
media, for coming
appreciate
out.
you.
And
For taking an interest in this and doing all that you are doing. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. May the public learn about this. May the public learn about all the people who are wrongfully incarcerated, given wrongful sentences like Michael was, for all the people who are being denied work release and MRA like Michael is, and to see this protest as something that can make a change in the world, that can call on the public and Kim Kardashian to do that. So thank y'all so much.
And thank the media,
yeah.
me. I'd like to thank the media for picking this up, and I hope you please present this story. It's not only just Michael, it could be your loved one, it could be anyone. If the media would be for the people, I know it's a lot of politics and everything, and there's always a narrative thrown out there, but that's my passion for the media. I'm a nurse. I wish I had went into just so someone could speak for the people.
Thank you, Ms. Beverly. And with that, we will close. Have a wonderful day, y'all. Be in touch. And again, you can call Melvin, Mr. Melvin, his phone number is on the thing, or you can call myself and we can get you directly connected with Michael, or give any updates on this. So thank you so much and have a beautiful day, y'all.